Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm playing Oxygen Not Included. We're doing a scramble of all the current DLCs and we'll just see what happens. I've basically just been looking for something a little easier and less grim. I mean, I know this game gets grim, but more comedic than Fear and Hunger and zombies and crap. Alright, so research plus 10 feels good. Noodle arms isn't amazing, but whatever. Farming's good. Critter version less good. Gourmet, we're probably not going to be using that for a while, but they do have digging plus 9, so I feel like this is actually a pretty good start. Doomed Orbit, that's a good name for our colony. It's doomed. I mean, like, really doomed. I'm not good at this game. Anyways, we'll just see what happens. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be the asteroid that gets us, by the way. It's going to be the, for reference, the... Can I not go up and see the asteroid? No? Okay, I can't go up and see the asteroid. It's there somewhere. Anyways, the asteroid's not going to get us. It's more likely... There's two things, really. It's either going to be we run out of oxygen, or we run out of fuel and then have a crash out. No real middle ground there. Let's get these guys digging and just see what happens. I'm going to be fairly micromanaging for the first little bit of this, just because I usually am. I prefer to get off to the right start and then try to be a little more hands-off. I just realized I'm going to dig straight into that water, but I think that might be fine. Cancel, actually. Oops, I wanted cancel. We're not going to dig in that water. So that's really annoying, because I really like to just have my first room be like a certain size. And now I can't do that because this is here. But this is a fair amount of water, so we can probably dig this down right here and combine the water in and then just keep getting, and then just move on from there. This is going to be our water supply, that's for sure. Well then, after this is dug, we'll get out here and, let's see. Probably right about here, I guess, we'll do this, and then we'll keep this going down a little so this sinks in and doesn't just, like, immediately like start flooding over here, because we do want our water thingy, whatever that's called, the water thingy. Can we make our stations yet? No, we can make a cod. Or a cot, not a cod. It would be fun to make a cod, though. Where is the outhouse? We want to we'll just build one right here. The first thing all of our new dupes are gonna see is the outhouse, because that's where they're going to end up in the end. Fertilizer. Anyways, that got grim. Let's see, how big is this across? This is 8 tiles. I'm thinking 12 feels right. Let's see. Yeah, 12 for well, that's a little small. Yeah, this feels perfect. What are they whining about? Nothing? Oh, there's no oxygen here. What's the oxygen button again? It's been a little while since I've played. Power overlay. Oxygen. Not great. Could be worse, could be worse. We'll probably, like, immediately dig a hole straight up here, too. Let's see. And then we'll have the oxygen fall in. Well, fall down rather than fall in. That's how oxygen works, right? It falls down? I don't know. I'm not a master of this game. I don't actually want them to dig that out. I just do that as a placeholder. I want them to do this. So I used to really be into like creating this little crevice here, and that crevice would ensure no water went in, but I guess I'm doing it this way with a 3-block wide space, because every time I do the little divot thing here, while it keeps water out, it also usually ends up keeping oxygen out as well, which isn't great. Shine bugs are a decent find. I don't think I can eat them, but I do know they make crops grow better, which is always nice. We're going to do the same thing here. Just get this up and running and put the ladder here. I want to have a, like, nice space layout, I guess. I don't want anyone to get trapped. So if you could just build this ladder quickly and not be trapped, that would be amazing. Thank you. The only thing that really worries me is keeping track of my dupes, because, like, I have a bad habit of just forgetting they're there, and then they, you know, die of oxygen deprivation. You know, the annoying things that you have with inferiors and all of that. Let's dig this down a little too. We're not going to break this yet. I think this will be enough space to hold this, and then we'll put our water well thingy there. We now have enough for power. We're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to put this right here. Actually, do we want to put it right there? I mean, it's as good there as anywhere. Let's see, we have power, and then we'll need to make one of those research stations. Research station, perfect. We're not even gonna worry about having it, like, make sense right now. We're gonna tear all this down eventually. The only thing we're gonna do for making sense is just, like, get our wires up just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're already out of, metal. Great. I think this is metal, actually, right? Yeah, metal ore. Metal. It's just a metal. Which one? Who knows? It'd be amazing if you could get more of that metal ore. What is the priority button? P? Yes. P6? Yeah, let's just put a slight priority on this so you get the metal done. And they're probably gonna have to sleep on the floor for the first night, you know. Just is what it is, and then we'll start making beds. I like to make the beds above this first layer and then kind of work up so the beds are in the center of this, and then build out from here, and then eventually once it gets big enough, I like to put some additional rooms on the side. However, that's usually when people start dying, so it's not really a big deal if I do or don't. This game. Like I said, I wanted something less grim than what's the other game I'm playing? Fear and Hunger, which is a very grim game, don't get me wrong. However, in its own way, this game is way, way worse. Just awful. Like, the things you do to your duplicates are awful. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So we'll make the roof about here, I guess. Because we want it to go over, and then... Well, actually, we'll just straight up build the tiles through here. I don't like to wipe out the, Oxalite because I like to keep it around as long as possible, but I also don't care. By the way, if you're seeing this and you're actually good at the game, feel free to give me hints. I am not good at this game. I am not good at this game at all. As an example, see what's happening here with Harold? You might know, oh, that's a bad thing. But I just don't care. Or no. One of those two. Like, it was very easy for him to just become trapped there by digging off over in here, and then that thing drops, and then you get the idea. I pointed at my screen as if you can see it. When I pointed to that thing, I meant this sandstone here. Alright, so I like to make the beds a set size. How big is this? 16. Awful. Absolutely awful. But it'll work. We'll have, like, let's see, if we put the door here and a door here, we now have 14. So I think I'm just going to do really big rooms, I guess. Usually I like to try to get 3 into this space, but I feel like that's too many. What is the exact equidistant point between here? I don't think there is one. Oh, no. Anyways. Maybe we'll stick a bathroom in here somewhere, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just mine all this. Mine it all. I also like to create what I call the pit, which is just a place where hopefully all of our carbon dioxide will fall into and it will become an unlivable hellscape. So this will be... The pit will be down here somewhere, I assume. This is going to be our main water supply, if we can keep them from urinating in it. That's also a bane of my life, them urinating in random places. Anyways, is what it is. Let's see. So I know they like private rooms, so maybe I'll do something kind of funny, actually, and get rid of these and, like, make ladders down into the rooms instead. That might actually be a good idea. I've never done it like that. It lets me better utilize the full 16 size, because a door takes, if we have 2 doors here, that's 2 whole spots taken up. Whereas if we do ladders down, then we theoretically have 1 less door, I don't know. Anyways, we'll find out. They're about to try to go to sleep or something, I don't know. They'll do fine. Anyways, eat, sleep, die. That's what life's all about, right? 13 visits remaining. Alright, that's not too bad. Food poisoning, 30,000 germs. Wow. What's our germs looking like? Germs scare me. I've only ever had like 2 germ apocalypses. It's almost never the germs that get you in the start. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted, which is the sanitizer one? Disinfect. I want you to disinfect yourselves. Just spray it right on yourselves. That's all you have to do. We can finally make that battery. That's going to be pretty high priority, 8. We'll put this as a 6, and this as a 6. Let's move around their... Oops, that's not what I want. Let's move around their priorities. What am I looking at? Consumables? Oh, it's what they can consume, I guess? I wanted priorities, but okay. You are now our attacker. Oh, yeah. You're also our main digger, if you can. Researching you, Lindsay, and then farming you. There's some other things, but for now I think that's fine. That's what they're really good at. He's also okay at cooking, so we'll give him cooking, I guess. Anything else anyone's good at? Not really. They're not good at anything. I like to try to get them a living quarters cleared out pretty quickly, because you can burst out some skill points pretty quickly. But it is what it is. Anyways, I'm kind of really jazzed, by the way, because this is going to be my third running series at the same time. I don't know if this one's going to go for too long. It's really just because it's a nice, relaxing game. I didn't have to do anything to get it to work. The Christmas vacation let me record a bunch of extra stuff, and I'm pretty happy about that. I was doing 3 series at a time, then I got a full-time job again, and then I wasn't doing 3 times at the same time. That's real fun, ain't it? Just real fun to have a full-time job. Just absolutely amazing. Anyways, if you can get this done, that'd be amazing too. Anyways, I really miss being a contractor, if I'm being honest, but it's all a bunch of trade-offs. On one hand, like if you are a contractor, as an example, you have to go out and find clients and stuff. Awful, absolutely awful. But on the other hand, if you are not a contractor, you have to go out and like apply for jobs and crap, which is awful in its own way. It's all just one giant trade-off. But dang, do I miss being a contractor. Working from home. Actually, not even so much I miss being a contractor. I miss working from home. Like, working from home is so much better. Can you just, like, prioritize this, please? There we go. Anyways, I guess no one's got this as a priority, so... Yeah, I'm trying to think and use keyboards, shortcuts and stuff, but that's not my strong suit. Thinking, that is. That's not my strong suit. Yeah. I really do miss working from home. I hate not working. I mean, like, honestly, it's just... I spend, like, 40-some minutes each way going to, well, technically less than 40, it's probably like 30-ish, but it depends on traffic. It's just, like, honestly, something needs to be done about that in our society. Like, work from home should just be the norm for most office workers, honestly. It really should. I don't know what any of these tutorials are about, and I don't care. And honestly, if it isn't the norm, like, we should, like, as an example, it should be completely tax deductible to have to pay for gas to go to work. Like, if a contractor or a business can deduct materials required for a business from their taxes, we should be able to too. Like, it just makes too much sense. Right? Like, being able to use gas as a tax deductible source. Like, I think if I have to use my income that I'm earning from a job... Idiots. Anyways, income I'm earning from a job to get to the job, I think that shouldn't be taxable. That's not any income I actually earned. I immediately spent it. Anyways, just little things like that need to change in society. If they did, society would be much better. Ah, my dinguses. They're all dinguses. They're dingai. Much like my dingo dog. He's also a dingus. He's a good dingus, though. Ah, man, I've got my... I had to take my golden retriever to the vet again. And, of course, she has an ear infection again, but this time she has an advanced ear infection. By the way, I should pop this. Anyway, she had an advanced ear infection, so she has 2 different kinds of drops and a pill she has to take with food. And it's like, oh my gosh. I've never had a dog get an ear infection before her, by the way. I've always had, like, mutts that have upstanding ears for the most part. Oh, I burped wrong. Anyways, I've always had mutts with upstanding ears for the most part, so this is kind of a new thing to me, having to worry about them getting ear infections and stuff, because floppy-eared breeds just get ear infections way easier. And like, we clean her ears out after she takes a bath, and it just does not help. It's the absolute worst. Anyways, let's try to rescue this dingus here. Yeah. Dogs, children, it's all a hassle. Not always in a bad way, just always a hassle. It's not always bad, just always is. Oh no. Okay, he pulled it around. He pulled it around. Although that poor creature there is drowning. I don't think I can help it either. I think it's just gonna die. Ah, sucks to be that critter. Too bad, we could have eaten it. How long does it... Do they... Like, I know my duplicates have a limited amount of air, but do these things? I don't know. This is probably going to be the worst part for my dupes, so hopefully this is over quickly. Plumbing. Bottle emptier. No, I need a pitcher thingy. Yes, perfect. Perfection. Zoom in. Zoom in. No, it's perfect. Or whatever that meme is. Actually, put this on like an 8, please. There we go. Because water becomes fairly important fairly quickly. Alright, so we got hatches. Those are pretty good. I recall them being fairly easy to... they're a good source of ore. They're fairly easy to keep alive. Can I wrangle this thing? Can I wrangle it and deliver it to safety? Because I think they poop... Oh, no, never mind. That's a shame, because I'm pretty sure these guys poop coal. Excretes coal. Yes, they do, in fact, poop coal. Which is something I was direly missing on my last run. I was doing a pure prehistoric one, and I figured out how to do, like, energy too late, so, oops. Real shame. Anyways, beds. How are we gonna do the bedrooms? Let's see. Where's beds again? Cot. Perfect. I think we'll do it like this. So, yeah, and then we leave one spot here for something, one spot here for something, one spot here. How big? Let's see, 16. Well, it's actually 14 when you consider the walls. That's just shy of being able to give each of them 5. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll actually just do 2 rooms per duplicate, or 2 rooms per floor. I don't know. It's a little extravagant, but I mean, my dudes, maybe they've earned it. I don't know. Let's see. And I think, well, if we're doing 2 rooms per floor, I think it would be fine to. Well, even between that, where's the middle wall? I picked such a bad number, honestly. It doesn't get better either, because if I go up to 17, it's not going to be more sensible. Anyways, whatever, they'll have beds now. They don't need good beds, they just need beds. Since he made it, he's getting it. And, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make them, like, 5 tall, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There we go. These will be our layers. So many layers. That's a song from an anime, if you're not getting the reference. I can't, what is that? Aldenho Zero or something like that? It was fine. It wasn't amazing or anything, it was just fine. Oh, you're already pooping coal, excellent. Mostly satisfied, wild. We're gonna probably try to get our creature thing up early. Oh yes, I need to actually search, researches. We want this. Can we queue these? I remember being able to queue these. Maybe I'm wrong. We want the planters first. They're pretty decent to have early. Want to get our farming done quickly. It's really weird that not all plants put out oxygen. I get some of them are like alien plants, but still. Alright. Let's see. Also, me and my wife joined the YMCA. I'm just reminded because she's mentioning it's open tomorrow and we have tomorrow off because it's New Year's Day. And I'm up for that. I like, I could go for a good exercise. It's also ridiculous how good of a deal YMCA is compared to, most gyms, because like most of the gyms around here are like $100 a person. It's just a gym. The YMCA comes with a gym. It's also got a sauna. It's also got like a whole bunch of other things included. And wait, did you just get radioactive? Was that what? I saw rads. Is your poop radioactive? What are you guys doing here? Anyways, yeah. I think we're gonna make this the ugly one. I always have an ugly floor. And the ugly floor's purpose is to hold stuff. I don't have anywhere better to put it. Oh yes, we also need to get another floor up for our poor person who doesn't have a floor. Alright, same thing. Same thing. But anyways, it's just ridiculous how expensive gyms are sometimes. Also, we went to this one sauna. It was a sauna slash cold plunge, so you had this really extravagant, nice looking cooled water tub. That's the word I'm looking for, tub. And it was okay. So at first, I gotta admit I wasn't into it, but after I got into it, I got really into it. I really enjoyed the cold plunge. It's pretty fun actually. We need some storage. Do we have storage? We have to research storage. I guess we have to research storage. Oh, hey, there's... Yes, I was looking at these different ones. Stone, quilt. They're all the same. Me anyways. I imagine they'd be different to the duplicates, but they're all the same to me. Do I seriously? Ah, storage bins. Perfect. This is gonna be our pit of shame. Actually, don't put the... I want a door there so you guys don't actually see it. Cancel. So, do dig this. I want something... I just always want to make sure there's a shameful place that they can get to, but they don't actually want to go into because it's full of shame. 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 Man, remember when Game of Thrones was good? Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I hope I see you on the next one where we're going to do stuff and things, Lori. Bye.